Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. Okay, so we have that broke. Recapping, I don't remember where we left off. It's been a few days, Thanksgiving weekend and all that. I cut that off. Alright, what I've done here is I've got the drag link off, got the tie rod off. The reason this all started happening was this. I'll put you down because you're short, you're funny looking. And we see that's not supposed to be loose. Okay, let's go to the other side. Those is not supposed to be loose. So 3 guesses on what comes next. First 2 don't count. We're doing the deep dive. Next thing to come off is going to be this cap. Okay, so what we have here is we have a freshly greased bearing. It's got some sort of a green grease to it, but as you can see, it is not set up properly. So I don't know. This doesn't look like it's 70 years old to me, so I think maybe somebody's been in here recently. It's a bit stiffer than I would prefer. I'm going to take these off. I'd say don't put them on the ground, but I'm going to wash them all anyway. There we go. There we go. Alright. And since my good tool won't go in there, 1 1/16. I'm whacking that with a cold chisel. If that didn't work, I don't know where my other tool has a raised on this one. It's got a raised thingy on it, so we'll reach in there. I'm going to have to put something on this, I think, because this is the second time this year I've needed it, and somebody's been in here. Somebody's been in there, because I've never seen green grease before, but it ain't old and it ain't dirty. Look at that. The seal is old. These camera batteries don't last long in the cold, that is for sure. That's all there is to that. Next we gotta get the cotter pin out. That's my favorite invention right there, the cotter pin. What a pain in the... What a pain. What a pain. This one's going to be right hand thread. This has got that green grease on it too. Is it? It looks like it. No, this looks like old grease. This is old black grease. Come on. Come on. That's not even tight. Yeah, this grease is behaving very differently than the other side. That's better. Let's see. Dirty, dirty boy.
What is this, high school? Locker check!
Next thing we need to do is probably on this side, take this off to remove that, then take the kingpins off. Because we have those parts. Okay, we have our pieces here. Almost clean. I might run that through one more time, just to get that last little bit off. We're going to knock these out. There's a special tool for that, so that'll be fun. No, it won't. And we're going to replace them with these, and then we're going to ream them out. But we need to get them clean first. So here's our old flapper style. Here's our new with threads in it. These are the earlier ones, but I'm going to put circ fittings in it to make life easier on the owner. These are almost clean. They look okay. Still got a little bit of grease to get out. After that, we are golden. So what this does is you squish it to go through the hole. It's supposed to expand before it falls out the bottom, but it never does. So I just kind of give it a little tweak to the left, maybe a tweak to the right.
It's just a jump to the left.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And then when this gives up, we're going to try something different. Or we can go with plan B. Because that thing is terrible. I got those out. Here's the first one we tried to get out. Oh, here's the first one we did get out. Here's the second one we tried to get out. Here's the third one we tried to get out. And here's what's left of the fourth one. Alright, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put these in here. But before I do that, I want to paint these. And I want to replace the nut, because somebody has filed this nut down. For the speedometer bracket. And before I put this back on the car, I want to make sure this is tight. So it's either going to get a washer or it's going to get another nut. I don't think that's the right one. No, that's too small. We got to get a bigger nut for that. But I think the plan right now is to paint this and then reconvene in the morning. Okay, we got a little bit done. That was brutal. Brutal. I've got the spindles painted. I've got them reamed, and basically what I did was I just ran the reamer through. If you're going to do this job, you need this tool. 1/2-inch solid kingpin bolt reamer 30200. Probably got it through Lang's, I'm not sure at the moment. It goes in with the rest of my reamers. Now these fit. So what I'm going to do next, and we got Finally got our tie rod ends in. We got our Zerk fittings, we got our grease, we've got all of it. We're all good to go. Now this is passenger. So what I want to do next is we need to fit the height, because these are not going to fit, because this distance is greater than this distance. And the way I'm going to do that, we're going to take this tool, we're going to chuck it up in the drill, and we're going to try and shave off enough of this until it goes in. And the reason I'm doing the bottom one is because I want all the weight of the car is sitting on this bushing here, and I want the wheels and the axle to be at the same height on both sides. So if this one requires that much taken off of it, but that side requires that much taken off of it, and it's going to sit funny. So I always take them off the bottom, because all the weight and all the pressure is on the top one. This one just kind of hangs out and keeps it from tipping. So let me get that set. Let's check the driver's side. Yeah, we're going to have to do both of them. I'm going to get these cleaned up, degreased, cleaned up and all that, and then we'll get those fit, and then we'll come back on. Man, that was a bad day. This was yesterday. My arm is so sore from swinging that hammer. This was a bad day. That's what's left of the other two of these. That was miserable. I'm going to take the driver's side, make sure I get it right. I'm going to grease these. Now we're going to take our Kingpin. Get that out of the dirt, I guess. Probably be a better idea. Grease this. Now this is not wheel bearing grease. This is general purpose lithium grease. I have used the green grease that I used to sell on these, but it's not really made for bushings. It's more made for roller bearings. Get this to go in. Might take a little bit of persuading, but we'll get that in. You can see that little hole going down, so I know we're getting it. And I can see all the grease coming out on the bottom. It's about the tension we want. Just a little bit of resistance. Sorry, knocking my new camera around. Hopefully my glasses aren't in frame this time. Let's take our nut for the bottom. Now we're going to do the dance here between too tight and not tight enough. So I'm going to back this off just a little bit. I think I need a bigger socket. It's about right. And there should be a cotter pin hole here somewhere. Now the last thing we're going to do on this side is we're going to grab our Zerk fitting. And this is why I wanted the threaded ones. the threaded Kingpins earlier. I think it was 11 to 16, something like that. This is why I wanted those. Alright, I think we're good. Now we can take the grease gun, snap it on there. See the grease coming out? Is there a trick to taking these off? World's tiniest pry bar. Good grief. Okay. That was violent. And that should be just a little bit of resistance. Just a little. It's not floppy. It's not too tight. It's not loose. It's not wiggling. Sticky, sticky. Paying attention this time, the hole straight's this way. Let's see what happens when we tighten down on this one. And my arm is killing me. I want to get that hole lined up. I don't think I'm there yet. There we go. That went right in. Let's see if we can put a Zerk on here without having drama like the last one. Drama. See, now the owner has a place not only to look for as a point to grease, but an actual grease point. When Ford changed these over from this screw-in type, to save money, they put, here's one here, they put this type in, and it's meant for oil, and oil does not do the job that grease does. So these wear out, and one, people forget to oil them, and then two, you get a little bit of play, you put some oil in there, it just runs out onto the ground. So I think they did a disservice to everybody when they took those threads away. So I like to put them back in. I like to use the early ones. Same with these. These never get, nobody never ever oils these. You can't even get that one open. So if I was to replace this, I would replace it with the Mae West style, the earlier, the same years as these, and put a Zerk fitting in each end where the brass oiler would have been. So by doing this, it gives the owner a point. I think I just said that. Alright, now on to tie rod ends. First I want to clean this ball off because that was stuck. I want to make sure that this is okay. There's a lot of rust on there, but it feels round. It doesn't feel like there's any chunks sticking out of it. I'm not going to repaint it. It was this connection here that was frozen solid. So I'll clean this up. I'll clean the drag link up. Get some grease on this. We'll use the same grease. So that'll make sure that that doesn't get stuck again. Now, there's really no place to put. I have drilled these out in the past, but then I have to grind the spring part off because this is so thin. A proper way, I suppose, would be to drill a hole in this and then weld a nut on to screw the Zerk fitting in, but he didn't ask me to do that. I didn't get any cotter pins with this setup. Interesting. See, the grease goes in the end and then comes out that hole. Proper wrench for that. I just picked up a... Alright, I'm getting my moisturizer in today. Is this the same size? Drop a comment down below if you like this new camera. Been trying to find a way to show you what's going on without... Good grief, what's going on with this? This is brand new, that should go right on. Seriously? Let's try this one. What size that is? It's got to be smaller. Oh, it is that. Yeah, drop a comment down under the video if you can. If you're watching this on a computer or your phone, let me know if you like this new camera, what I should do different. It's the first one. See, I wear glasses, so I can't really have a hat cam, or I'm not a hat person anyway, but I can't have the glasses cam because then I don't have my prescription and I can't see as well. So this clips over the ear. What am I looking for? Cotter pen. This clips over the ear. I can use my glasses. I think it'll fit under the welding helmet. We haven't tried it yet. But yeah, let me know if you like it. It's like this shot right here is well lit. And then I get down here and it's not. So if you can't see, let me know. Oh, that's where that wrench went. I was looking for that wrench. Boom! Are we too tight? No, we're alright. Now let's see if it'll come off of these. There it is. You gotta be kidding me. What's going on here? Are they supposed to come off this hard? What am I doing wrong here? I must be doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. This screws on there and then this tightens up. Okay. Jesus. I need a bigger building. I need a bigger building. That's about right. That one went right on. Come with me on a journey on how to use a grease gun. Good grief. Okay, I'm going to tighten you up. Is that the trick? Give it a squeeze. Uh-oh. I get air in here? There we go. Now I feel it. And see it. And I gotta loosen you up with my third hand. That doesn't seem right. Still won't come off easy. Okay. Maybe we'll find a happy medium there eventually. It's a little stiff, but it is brand new again. Now the next thing we need to do is connect this back up. I'm going to put some grease in that for sure. When I rinse and repeat, I'm going to put this on there. I'm going to put the other end on that end, and the front end will be done. First, I am going to clean up my mess. We do not want that to fall off. That is a pretty cool steering wheel. It's got that lock on it. And no key. I'm getting messy again. I'm getting messy. No, come on. I started to put some in here and realized it wasn't the right kind. That was not expected. Thought you were supposed to stay on. Maybe if I hold it. Oh, there we go. Felt that click that time. on my other hand. Now it's on everything. I guess you gotta hold that. I don't know, it's new to me. Seems to be going in. 4 billion pumps later. This thing is almost impossible to use. It's so slippery. Maybe it'd be better off on the other side. Now the stairwell's in the way. Might as well give that a good squirt too. I bet you it's been, well, I know it's been 70 years. I wonder how long it was before that. Come on. Well, I'm glad it doesn't fall off, but I kind of want it to fall off right now. Good grief. Okay. That takes care of those two. Still gotta put that bracket back on. I'm tripping on everything in here. Okay, next up, wheel bearings.